Hi, we're Pumpkin Spice, and this is our last vlog.
The objective of our study is to test the impact of CBT on depression. The research question is, does CBT reduce depression in mothers experiencing postpartum depression? Our hypothesis is CBT will reduce depression in women experiencing postpartum depression.
For our research, we utilized the International Depression Symptom Scale, and that had 29 items on it. Our scale ranged from 0 meaning none of the time to 3, which was all of the time. For our COMAC alpha, our score was 0.92, and for our minimum score, it was 0, and the highest score was 87, which represent most severe depression that was experienced by the participants.
Qualitative questions we use for our DV consisted of ones such as describe how your environment influences your depression, explain the decision-making process for you seeking or not seeking help, describe how often you feel the experience of not caring about your family or children because it has to do with postpartum depression. If you can explain or describe your feelings on your best day and your feelings on your worst day. The IRB was done at Millersville, where we face psychological risk, and we explained the process before they were given written consent to fill out.
Our sampling strategy that we used was the non-probability sampling strategy because our participants were not randomized. We conducted 5 interviews with 20 participants from the depression scale. We sampled from local church groups that participated in Music in Motion. Yeah.
So for our research design, the design was quasi-experimental research, and the design we were able to pinpoint a control group. However, it was not randomized with women with postpartum depression. We evaluated this through the success of cognitive behavioral therapy involving a study where we would do a 12-week period of CBT and a follow-up at 24 weeks. This means that the timing of our study would be 168 days for the overall research participation in the study. Our qualitative design would include, as we've stated before, our ethnographic interviews, which were 5 open-ended questions, and they would take place in like a comfortable environment that these women would feel more prompted to give information if they felt that they were safe. For our diagram that we completed, participants in this study were not randomized, and they were selected because of having postpartum depression, and the research was just noted by the experimental group in the G1 and the control group. In the situation, these participants in the study were longitudinal, and these results resulted in 2 observation points, and then they were conducted and controlled through using our model, which you can view in our completed paper. Our type of SPSS data, the depression scores would be coded in SPSS and are seen as a variable since it is a continuous interval, like a Likert scale. And now we're all going to go through and say the top 3 things that we learned in the course this semester.
My first one is Red K, second is Pumpkin Spice, the group, and the modules with all the notes and videos.
Sorry, you're first.
Thanks. One major thing I learned in this course was the importance of research. Going into social work, this information is very significant in understanding how things could be effective in people's lives. So I think that was one of the most important things I've learned. Second, I learned to work well in a group and collaborate more. I also learned a lot from the knowledge of the professor.
3 things that helped me learn throughout this process were the videos that you did, Red K, you and your beautiful voice. very helpful in describing what we needed to do. My group made everything a lot easier. If I didn't have this group, probably would have got an F. And then the free book. Free resources are always good, considering we're broke college students.
I want to say that the first one for me was implementing research in our everyday social work careers, because you don't really notice how much research is important and used until this class, and I was like, whoa. And then the second is our group and how well we work together, and we really communicated and put our best work in on this research paper. And then the third was the free textbook, because we're college kids and we financially struggle sometimes with buying the most expensive textbooks. So.
And finally, to reiterate, my group and utilizing the D2L models, and I really liked learning how to actually write the method session.